So, what I'm going to do is I am going to create a different way. Well, this is the different way of sewing. This is another little way that I like to sew up the hair. And I'm going to create a bit of a natural bumpet. Have you got clients coming in with their bumpets? wanting you to use their bumpet? Have you had that happen? Not yet? Let me tell you, it's coming. Really big in New Jersey. Whoa, in New Jersey, they're all like walking around with their bumpets out the back. I tell you, it looks like a dead rat in the hair. It's shocking. Anyway, it's so gross. Anyway, so I'm going to show you how to create that volume. You're going to thread me a nice long piece of thread, and I'm going to create a nice updo here now. So we're going to keep in the 60s line here. And I'm going to use a little bit of session spray just to sort of pull in all those little fluffy bits. We go nice long piece. Make sure it's nice and long. Great. Now, here we go. Updo again, so you can time me again on my updos. A little bit of spray just to pull those little fluffies in, because she's got a lot of those little frizzies. But look at the shine. Oh, I'm loving it. Sick right now. So, here we go. I'm going to take all this hair. Oh, by the way, join me on my Facebook page. All of these tips and tricks that which I'm just doing today, you can see at kevinmurphy.com.au. All the tips and tricks and all the sewing is there. And then what you can do is join me on my Facebook page, which is David Glover for Kevin Murphy USA. And I'm going to have an official Burn the Bumpet Day. So when I've got a few more members online, because it's only just new, but when I've got a few more members online, then we'll do a Burn the Bump. We can do a National Burn the Bumper Day. You can join me in. So it'll be fun. So smoothing all this hair in, what I'm going to do now is you can see I've twisted it up. Now I want to remind you, I don't use pins at all anymore. I only use sewing to create all the looks that I do. So, a nice long piece of thread, starting up in the same way. The thread's going to be a little bit contrasty, but I think it's good because you'll be able to see it better. If I could have used a black thread, but I'll use a slightly lighter thread here so that you can see it. So again, starting in the same way as I did before, by just doing 3 or 4 stitches over and over again. Can everyone see what I'm doing? Yep. Over and over. There we go. One more time. And when I pull, that locked into the hair. Okay? Very simple. And all I'm going to do now is just sew right up the back of her head using blanket stitches or basket stitches. So what I do is as I come around, I just pick that hair up and I pull it all into place. Just working right up the back of her head. So like I said, I don't even use pins anymore because I just find that they're so, I don't know, they're so last year, quite honestly. I just use these now because this technique works. I can do all kinds of sewing. Do you know what the thing is too? Is that I can do, because it's prom season and all that kind of stuff coming up, so you've got all those 16-year-old girls coming in for hairstyles, and if you do like a big old French roll on her head, she looks like her mother. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't look young. It looks really dated and old. But French rolls are a really cool look right now, so what you do is you just sew it up instead, and it just gives it a whole new modern twist. So it suddenly becomes very young again. So working up the back of her head, here we go. Whoops, I've lost the needle in there. Oh, babe, you've sucked my needle up. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Phew. I have to send in someone looking for my needle. Okay, getting up to the top here, and all I'm doing is just twisting that hair at the top, going in again. Okay, another blanket stitch. Here we go, getting up to the top, and this is where I now create my natural bumpet by doing, first of all, a blanket stitch to secure the thread. And then what I do is I just twist that over just like that, and sew that into place too. So I automatically get this bump happening on the crown. A couple of blanket stitches just to hold that into place. One more, got nice thick strong hair here. One more stitch. So you can see how this is just so versatile. I can create all sorts of things. There's my bumpet. There's my natural bumpet. What do you think? Right? There's my little natural bumpet. And now what I'm going to do is just quickly get some spray and my brush, smooth those little fuzzies down. So here we go. Just smooth those all in place. Just like that with my smoothing brush. Just like that. See, and that just brings everything in. Nice and smooth and shiny. There we go. And now I grab my top, pick the top up, and I'm just going to naturally place, can we see what I'm doing? Place that in over the top. And sew it all up underneath. Here we go. Just a couple of stitches will hold all of that in place for me now. Now, normally, how many pins would you be up to? Voila. No, it was just one thread. I just knotted it to the end of the needle, and then everything else has just been by looping the thread to the hair. Let me see. One more little stitch under here. Have you been timing me?
Yes.
How am I going? Am I pretty good on time for a full updo? Here we go. 7 minutes, not bad. Here we go. I'm just finishing it off. 3 blanket stitches just here at the back to finish off. Over and over. Hand is quicker than the eye now. There we go. Pair of scissors. Smoothing brush and spray to finish her off. Are you ready for this? Do you think you can handle it? Look at how that's coming together. Are you ready? Oh my God, I'm wetting my pants. I can't. Here we go. It's come up even better than in the rehearsal. There was no rehearsal. Okay, here we go. Finish it off and the final little spray just to hold it all in place. Are you ready? What do you think? Turn around for me. Is that breakfast and Tiffany's or what?
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. One more model. Here we go.